Shalom, shalom. Welcome everyone to Shabbat Night Talk. My name is Uzi Alewi, one of the teachers at Congregation D.C.B. We are here live from the hotel down here in North Carolina, Comfort Suites. That's what it's called. Having a great time so far. Was here since Thursday morning. Great hospitality, met a lot of people in the lobby, people that watch us live every Shabbat. People introduce themselves. Here with some of the elders, got some interviews with some of the elders, got some elders to sit around and shoot the breeze and do all those beautiful things. So thanking the Most High Creator of heaven and earth for life, food, clothing, and shelter. Thanking the Most High God for this great time. If you're in a hotel right now, you're watching us. If you're in the hotel right now watching us, what am I? Room 508. I'm at room 508, doing it live from room 508, the suite. I'm in here with my two sons, and we thank God for this day. Like I said, we down here having this Unity Shabbat, this Shabbat of love down here in North Carolina with the Hebrew family, the Hashabah Hebrew family down here in North Carolina. We are in the Huntersville section of North Carolina. So if you're in the North Carolina area, come down, enjoy yourself. Come and have a good time. You still have time. You want to hit the road. Even if you're in New York City, you'll get here by the morning. Or if you're in any other state, we got brothers and sisters here from Ohio, North Carolina, Georgia. I've seen people from Virginia, Florida, Tennessee, New York City, of course. I seen Ema Bowens from Pennsylvania with her husband. They're here. It's a great time, So if you're here, I'm in room 508. I'm here with my sons, and I'm enjoying myself. You know, I went down to the camp yesterday, sat there in the night, and we had great fun. Had an elder that kept rushing us to leave. He got a little sleepy, but out there I met Cohen Zadok. We had a nice, good conversation. Met my brother Vishadai. Always have good rapport and good conversation with him. I seen my brother Malek. They were in there preparing for this weekend. And those were the brothers that were there, and we relaxed and we had a good time. So unity with brethren is always great. Unity is precious. So don't let anyone ever tell you that unity is not precious. I wanted to show this this video. I was recording the elders, and what happened is, and recording the elders, you know, sometimes elders say certain things, and I thought I could have a straight video, but no, I have to do some edits before I do post up, you know, that stuff. If you hear some noise in the background, remember, we are in a hotel, so there's children running around in the hallway and things of that sort. But for most part, we have the hotel on lockdown. We have the hotel on lockdown for most part. So I don't know how anyone is doing out there. If you're in a hotel, if you're in North Carolina right now, give me a call at 347-622-9090. Once again, 347-622-9090. If you're in the building, if you're here with us, give me a call at 347-622-9090. and let me know your experience. I wish I could have brought this to you from maybe like the lobby, because I know there are a lot of people still down there, familiarizing themselves with each other, people from different places. So I wish I could have been doing this stream from the lobby, but I didn't want to infringe on anyone. Some people don't like sometimes being on camera, so that's just what it is. Well, give me a call, 347-622-9090. Like I said, I'm having a great time so far. Met a lot of people that are familiar with the show, that are familiar with us, that love what we're doing, telling me, encouraging me, and us to keep up the good work. So that's a blessing in itself. We thank the Creator for that, because it is all of our efforts. Shabbat Shalom, Shamar Mashah, Yasharala. Shalom, shalom to you. Marsh Yisrael, Shabbat Shalom. Yair Emet, Shabbat Shalom. Ima Avared, Shabbat Shalom. So tomorrow, as far as the broadcast, is going to be a little bit of a dilemma. You have to go to our D.C.B Facebook page. I'm going to try to share the link with everyone. I'm going to leave Ima Havared. We're not going to have a direct stream from our YouTube page, because the people down in Charlotte, they don't really like their services to be streamed. So I'm going to try to do something. You know me, I'll always try to come up with something. I'm not going to leave. I'm trying not to leave y'all hanging, even if it's just speaking to people on the sidelines, or I'm doing something. It's just, that's just what I'm going to do. All right. So in the same hand, I'm not going to disrespect their service, but I am going to try to bring something for the people who are members and who our people online who do join us every week or whatever. So if you're listening to me right now, like I said, on 518, you can give me a call at 347-622-9090. 347-622-9090. It is a beautiful day. I mean, I have no complaints. As Israel, it's time for us to unify and to have a time of peace, unity, and prosperity. We're not going to, like I had a conversation with some brothers yesterday. We're going to have differences of opinion. I mean, I've seen some things that I differ from, that I grew up not accepting and tolerating. And it doesn't mean that I accept it now. But what we see and what we do, and as you can see the bed in the background, but you know, we in a hotel, so you're gonna see that my Bane is underneath those covers right there. That's my Ozier. He's out of it. They had fun today. We went bowling. I beat my son Amos in bowling and in a basketball shootout. You know, little arcade basketball shootouts. So I had great fun with the Yeladim, and then after that, you know, they got that youthful energy, so they still went back and played real basketball, which I didn't want to join them on the court on that. So they enjoying their time. I'm enjoying my time speaking to elders. I got a great interview with Ima that's been doing torah since the 50s, Geveret Taria, and also were read by Sheba. So one is originally from BINAH King, and the other one is from Shabbat Yisrael. And oh, it was great sitting down with them. But I thought I would be able to just upload that interview and let you guys hear it tonight. But I have to edit it. So most likely probably what I would do is edit it and then play it tomorrow during services or something. But I'm gonna figure something out. I'm gonna see how I could push the limits a little, see what they would allow me. Of course, everything is gonna be done respectfully, asking permission, not going off on my own, trying to do my own thing, but definitely trying to bring something to the people. Because I get and I understand what some people believe, but I do believe that these moments should be archived and should be brought out to everyone, because the people that cannot make it do deserve an opportunity to see the greatness of Yah and the unity of brothers and sisters. So I'm definitely gonna speak to some higher ups over here, see what they say, see what they feel about it, and all that they could do is tell me no. And I mean no, and I'm fine with that. Shabbat Shalom Ima Mataniel, Lawi. Deborah B, Ima Deborah B, she's down here. I seen her, gave her a hug. Seen some sisters from Cincinnati, Ohio, or from Ohio. I'm not sure if they're from Cincinnati. I believe they're from Cincinnati, but they were very happy. They met me for the first time. They see us on the internet all the time. So I was happy to see them also. It was a blessing to see them. I'm seeing some brothers from Ohio, real nice brother. Says here, see, our brother Shamar says, I used to believe in both book, Torah, and prophets, and the Greek writings, but what I realized when I read certain scriptures, I don't see JC anywhere in Tanakh, but JC is Lucifer, a day star. Right. So that's when you come to realization of the truth of the Creator, and you get the understanding of Torah, where the Most High God will see us. I see my sister Dina Yisrael. I don't know if she's going to be coming down or coming up to the Unity Shabbat in the morning, but she usually makes it. Hoping to see you, big sis. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to see you, but if not, then it will be another day. So, thanking the Creator once again. Oh, yes, I will give the shalom to everyone. I'd like to thank Sis Ima Avared for helping me out very much with the keeping everything in order on the chat and having everything, having everything in order so that we don't have any more disruptions. So, oh, Ima, I got to talk to you about something also. So I'll talk to you about that maybe tomorrow. Funny situation, though. You're going to laugh. Shabbat Shalom, Ashriel. Good to see you tuning in. So, let me see here. Going to the book, see what we could read, what we could find. A beautiful thing about what we do, what I do is when people actually, I had a sister contact me this week for some advice and some wisdom. And then there was something she wanted to respond to something on the internet, and I told her maybe, you shouldn't go about it that way, so forth and so on. maybe you should do more of a direct response more than a general response in response to the person. And then she showed me something, and I didn't know people were actually doing this. And maybe I underestimate, or sometimes as teachers, you underestimate the power of your words. But she told me something when I went up and I spoke about the dangers of speech this past Shabbat. Now, that was something that I kind of just put together. I always have these kind of like side lessons just in case there's an emergency or someone, cannot make it, or I need to fill in the spot for someone. Doing my job, always have to prepare for what might happen. So when I did that this week, that was one of those kind of preparations, because Chief Meku finished pretty early. We still had about 35 minutes to 40 minutes no, we actually had about an hour. He finished like an hour ahead of time. So it was one of those things where I had to fill in. So I spoke about the speech and the power of speech and what could happen because of our speech. And this sister actually jotted down everything, all the precepts I went to, and handed it to someone and told them, you need to read this. And that was amazing. So sometimes we underestimate the power of what we bring forth and what people understand and what they get from us. And it's important for us to do that. Sometimes people look at us and hold us to such a high standards, but I want you to know one thing out there: we're just men. We make mistakes. I make mistakes. I'm not perfect. You might look at me in a vein, but you might see something about me that you might not like. And that's just because I'm a man. And I might have to improve it, some certain things about myself. But the key about it is to be able to express it to one another, or point out to each other the things that we're doing wrong. So hopefully we can learn to build those type of bonds to where we could speak to each other and we could communicate to each other and let each other know, like, hey, maybe you're not going about doing this the right way, and maybe you could do this better. Maybe you could go down a different road. So thanking the Creator once again for all of you, for life, food, clothing, and shelter. I'll be remiss if I didn't go into the scriptures. And I think what I'm going to go into is pertinent. It's nice and short. It's almost like a cliche because everybody goes to it. But I think it should be nice to talk about this. It says, you go to the book of Tehillim, or Psalms, the 133rd Psalm, and it reads, a song of ascents of Dawid, or David. Behold, how good and how pleasant it is for brethren to dwell together in unity. It says, Shir Hama'alot le Dawid. It says, Hine ma tov umanayim shevet akim gam yakad. So it says, behold, telling us, calling our attention, and telling us to watch, right? How good and how pleasant it is, right? It's calling it good and pleasant when brethren and sisters dwell or live in unity, together in unity. So then it goes on and says, it is like the precious oil upon the head, coming down upon the beard, even Aaron's beard. So it says, Kashemen hatov al harosh, yored al chazakwa, zekwa aharon, right? Came down his beard. It says, she yored al pi mi dotai. So when we look at what God compares the unity of brethren to, he compares it to that precious oil, that mixture of different herbs and spices that was not permissible for any common man to just create and anoint any common person could not be anointed with this, right? So when David is writing the psalm, he's speaking about how precious this oil is. Well, that's how precious the unity of brethren is. So we have to begin to tear down the barriers that keep us separated. I'm not saying that we don't have dialogue. I'm not saying that we don't confront certain things that are not, some of us might feel is not Torah. But what I'm saying is that the things that separate us are really minute when it comes especially to the worship of the Creator. If we're not worshiping false deities, you know, that's a biggie for me. So, but if we're not worshiping false deities, there has to be a way that we can come together in unity and praise this mighty King. Says here, Shabbat Shalom, Moritaville. Torah for welcoming me to Charlotte. I seen Sister Edna. Sister Edna is down here in North Carolina. Thanking the Most High God for her life. Sister Edna. I didn't see Mordecai down here. So sometimes I feel there's too much indirect and not enough direct communication going on nowadays. Talk about young. No, Shabbat Shalom. So we have to begin to tear down these walls and these things that separate us, because a lot of them are minute. But you know, I'm not telling you to be buddy with someone who worships a false deity, because I'm not with that. I still haven't worked that out. But there's ways that we have to be able to work with each other, especially those of us that have more things in common than less. So I had a great time, like I said, sitting down with the brothers, Kornzado, who really showed some hospitality, and my brother Vishadai, Ben called Mikhail. He's always been like that. And he's looking great, lost a lot of weight. I mean, in great shape. I got Malek is out there working, brothers working, have a beautiful place. Land, they growing their own food in the backyard. I mean, I have nothing but praises for the job that the brothers and sisters in Charlotte, North Carolina are doing, by the guidance of Sar Aharon. I'm tired. I know his name is just, the name fleed me, but Sar Aharon is doing a great job of commanding the troops down here and guiding the brothers and sisters in the right direction. And you see the growth, and that's a blessing. You can't criticize when you see people are moving forward and are building, you know, and we'll be foolish to criticize progression. And what they're planning to do is to grow even more. So that's a blessing in itself, and you have to admire that. And it all comes because they have a group of brothers that work hard. They have an elder who keeps them focused, and they have groups of brothers and sisters that also are moving towards the growth of Yisrael. It says here, like the dew of Hermon that cometh upon the mountains of Zion, for there Yahweh commanded the blessing, even life forevermore. It said, like the dew of Hermon that cometh down upon the mountains of Zion. That's what it called the unity of brethren, something that quenches thirst, water that comes down, pure water, right? with natural minerals and all the things that you need, nourishment, water that nourishes you. That's what the Most High God compares unity to those blessed, nourishing waters. For there Yahweh commanded the blessing, even life forevermore. Commanded the blessing, even life forevermore. Not per se that any person is going to live forever, but life forevermore, meaning in Torah, right? And that our children will get this legacy passed down to them from generation to generation. So we thank the Creator, and we love the fact that we could come together as God's people, and that we could uplift His name. We thank the Creator for that. Let me see what's going on in the comments here. Imam Habared said we have to be concerned about each other's welfare and hold each other of value, even if you don't know each other Torah. That's right. Imam Zipporah Lewi, Shabbat Shalom family, Most High willing, I'll be there tomorrow. I can't wait. That's right. Hoping to see you. I love my sister Habared Yisrael. Don't forget about Nasi Yeshua Zalum. He's doing building as well. The unity of Zion. Praise the Most High Yahweh. Yes. So I only wish that they weren't so strict about their they streaming things, so I could stream it for y'all. That's the only thing I hate about traveling, and sometimes what prevents me from traveling so much, because I'm so concerned about y'all. You see, I could take the show on the road. Doesn't matter. I just put it on hotspot, laptop, a webcam, and like I did last week. Shabbat Shalom, family, power to His holy people. Shabbat Shalom, sister Adaya Zerabat Yehuda. May the Most High God bless you. But that's the only thing that I regret. But besides that, you have to do building with people. Ariel, Shabbat Shalom to you. Like I said, if you're here, I'm at room 518. If you're here, you can call me at 347-622-9090. What's actually happening is so many Israelites here. We locked down this hotel, this big hotel. We almost at full capacity because of Israelites. That everybody's probably down in the lobby talking and meeting and being with each other and just getting to know each other acquaintances, because there's nothing wrong with that. You're meeting with your brothers and sisters, and it's a beautiful thing. So I love it. I love it all. I don't know. So, tonight I'm going to be brief. I wasn't going to be long. And last week I sprained my pinky from playing basketball, showing them young boys that Chief Oo still got it. My son didn't think I still had it, but we played 3 games. Out of the 3 games, I won 2 of them. I told him take over the last one. He was unable to take over at the time that I asked him to take over. So, yo, boy, I'm 41 years old. But he's good. My son is good. He's a good basketball player. I joke around with him and mess with him. But he's a good boy. Almost. I love him. I love all my children. He said, I'm on top of the hill on top, though. So we thank the Creator for life, food, clothing, and shelter. Tavel, you were the one that was asking me to come down here, and I haven't seen you not once. I've seen your brother several times. I've seen Shalom, Kaya Baker. Oh, I just want to say this for my sister Kaya Baker that just stepped in the chat, and the Commandment Keeper Hebrew congregation that's based out of Harlem. So our sister Kaya right there, if you want to know anything commandment keeper, Rabbi Matthew, Rabbi Ford, her and her mother are like the forerunners. Besides Rabbi Matthew, grandson, Rabbi Dore. Now listen, last week I had a powerful experience. I got to take a picture with the Honorable Marcus Garvey's son, Mr. Dr. Julius Garvey, which is Marcus Garvey's son. Got to interview him. He was on a panel with our brother Micaiah Yehuda, Kaya's Ima Yehudi Samuels, and Rabbi Shalom, a powerful panel. I mean, there was so much history brought forth, and the connection between Israel and Marcus Garvey was so powerful, and his son brought it out. Man, we're going to have that DVD out in a couple of weeks. I didn't get an opportunity to stream that or to just put it out there for free, because we are trying to help the Rabbi W.A. Matthew committee, so they could keep throwing events and doing things, being that they don't have the building anymore for commandment keepers. So, you know, we got to look out for each other sometimes. Everything can't be for free. If it was up to me, everything would be for free, but I get their plight and I understand. And so in a couple of weeks, we're going to have that DVD out for everybody to grab one. But it was a powerful experience. And the connection between us and them. So Kaya Baker, thank you for your work and all the things that you've done for me. She got me an interview with Rabbi Dore. He's been out of the picture for a long time, didn't really want to talk. Also, who was it? She got me an interview with Julius Garvey, but I ran into a little bit of problem. I got there late, but I still got it. And I'm supposed to go sit down with him. He's practicing. He's a physician. I think he's 84 years old. He practices in Queens, New York. So I got his contact, and I'm gonna do a sit down with him. You know how I do my interviews. You know, I'm gonna sit down there, go pick his brain. I got a powerful picture with him. For those of you that might have not seen it, if you're on my Facebook page, you've probably seen it. But what a powerful! I felt like I was standing before royalty, you know, because of Marcus Garvey's legacy. So thank God for that. So keep Sister Kaya Baker, get her info, get all that, because she definitely did it this last time with bringing Marcus Garvey's son, Julius Garvey. So yes, Sister Hannah, Princess Hannah from Congregation Bay D.C.B. We pray that the Most High God will heal her and keep her. So, no, you see, these brothers think that I'm coming down to North Carolina and I'm coming to work. You see, they got it wrong. I didn't come to North Carolina to work. I came to North Carolina to enjoy myself. But they think they're going to have me running around working. And I was asked to do one thing. I'll do that one thing. I'll do the one thing that I was asked to do by Conzado. I'll do it. But they think they're going to have me hooking up speakers and doing this and doing that. They're going to have a pleasant surprise. I'm going to just put that camera down. Now, they are allowing me to record, right? So what I probably will do is, like I did last year, ask permission of certain people if they give a good, you know, speech, or if they say some good things, and ask them if they will allow me to post their stuff online. So I'm gonna try to do those things and post up certain things little by little as the day is going on. So I see the numbers jumped up. So everybody came on late when I'm about ready, when I want to wrap it up. And then I start feeling bad because people just came on. So it feels like I'm leaving people hanging. But the show will go much easier if people call in. You guys are getting lazy. If people call in, if people say something, you know, the show will go much easier if that will go that way. And then I don't have to do all the talking. So, because I didn't plan to say much tonight. You know, I need like a backup for the show, you know. I keep going off camera because my son just served me out some ice cream. So I'm trying to take in everything. But yeah, like I said, if you have an opportunity to come down to NC, you still got an opportunity, come down. We're going to have some great fun tomorrow. Oh, you see? Now, there you go. Ima Avared. Shalom, shalom, Ima. How you doing?
Shalom, shalom.
Mute your computer in the back.
Let me put this down.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
All right.
All praises and glory to the Most High Yah for life this holy Shabbat day, for everyone's life that has made the trip up there to North Carolina. I pray for a safe journey there and a safe journey home, and that you all just have such a wonderful time. Everybody enjoy yourself. Take plenty of pictures. Okay?
Okay.
I want to see the nice pictures of everybody enjoying themselves. And Chief, don't be telling folks that you're all upset about doing some video work, because you know you love it.
No, I like doing the video work. But they want me to do like Chief Ooze, we need you to hook up the speakers and the wires because we need 4 more microphones. Can you invent 4 more microphones? Can you do this? I'm not doing all of that. I'll put the video.
Okay, I got you. You have a good vacation. You earned a vacation. You have a vacation, and enjoy the brothers and sisters there. I surely wish I was there. There's gonna be more people coming up. I see people online now mentioning that they're on their way and stuff. So I pray for their speedy recovery. And I just wanted to mention the interview that I was watching with you and Rabbi Benjamin and
Yehudi. Yeah. Yes.
Pardon me, Sister Yuda?
Yes, that's her.
Oh man, that was a very enlightening interview, and I really enjoyed it. I wish I enjoyed all your interviews, but this one was you know, it was just very informative. She was very honest and open about some things, and it brings things into perspective so that we can move forward and be successful in uniting our people, because that's the only, you know what, when you read the Torah and all of the beautiful gifts of righteousness that the Father has given us,
right,
80% of the Torah is how we treat each other.
That's right.
So, you know, I believe the success that I have seen as an elder in my years has always been from men and women who are dedicated to the welfare of Israel.
Right.
It goes a little bit further than, you know, just being, you know, nice or kind or that sort of thing. If you care about someone's welfare,
right,
then you want to do what is right and good for that person.
That's right.
Whether that person is close to you or not.
That's right.
And so I really enjoyed that interview, and I'm hoping that it takes seed, because we all have it in us. The Most High has given it to each one of us to be people. We don't have to be the one. Everybody doesn't have to be in leadership. I don't personally myself curry leadership. Right. But I do curry success for us as a people. To have as much success as we can under the circumstances, you know, under the circumstances, because we are in captivity, but we can, we are capable. We are capable. And once we get over our fears of worrying about what somebody else is doing all the time, we're going to do well. So I really enjoyed that, and I hope everyone has a wonderful, wonderful time up there in North Carolina. I wish I was with you guys, and I probably could have been, but I got classes, so can't miss a class.
I hear you, Ema.
But you know, and before the night is out, if you could read my favorite song, and that is Psalm 23. I want to dedicate that to all Israel.
Okay.
Psalm 23.
I'm going to do that right now.
You know, for me, that's a summation of our hopes and a relinquishing of our fears. Right.
That's right.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm going to do that right now.
All right, then. I love you. Love everyone. Y'all take care now. Have a good time.
Hallelujah. I love you too, Ema. Shalom.
Shabbat shalom.
Shabbat shalom. So she requested it, so we got to read it. Psalm 23. I give everybody an opportunity to read it with me. Get your books. Let's open up Psalm 23. I think most of you know this psalm by heart. So most of us know the KJV version, but I'm going to be reading the which is similar. I'm going to be reading the Masoretic text version, the English version of it. Right? Psalm 23, a psalm of David. Jehovah is my shepherd, I shall not want. He maketh me to lie down in green pastures. He leadeth me beside the still waters. He restoreth my soul. He guideth me in the straight paths of his name's sake. Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for thou art with me. Thy rod and thy staff, they comfort me. Thou preparest a table for me in the presence of my enemies. Thou hast anointed my head with oil. My cup runneth over. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life, and I shall dwell in the house of Jehovah forever. So it says, Jehovah is my shepherd, I shall not want. When David is saying that Jehovah is a shepherd, the shepherd protects the flock, right? Or the shepherd protects the sheep. So with God being your protector and being your guidance, right? A shepherd also guides. It says you shall have no want or need of anything. Right? That's a blessing in that's a blessing in itself, because if he's calling the Most High God his shepherd, it means the Most High God is his protection and it's his guidance. It says, he maketh me to lie down in green pastures and leadeth me beside the still waters. Meaning, God feeds me, right? Because if a shepherd is leading the flock, right, he's leading them to pastures so that they could eat and they could sustain themselves. So he maketh me to lie down in green pastures. He leadeth me beside the still waters. He leadeth me beside waters that are not violent, that when I stick my head in it, that's going to sweep me away. But waters that are clean, and I could drink, and I could nourish, and I could revive myself. So you're giving the claim, or you're giving the glory to the Most High for what he's done for you, what he does for you, and how he looks out for you and keeps you away from all peril and all things that might harm you. He restored my soul, right? Restored my soul, meaning He restores your body when you downtrodden, when your spirit is down. The Most High God restores that in you. He guideth me in straight paths for his name's sake. He guideth me in straight paths for his name's sake. Meaning, Most High God don't allow me to go to the left nor to the right, but he keeps me on the straight and narrow path so that I could accomplish my goals and we could accomplish our goals. Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, we do that every day. We live in neighborhoods where people drop left and right. That's the valley of the shadow of death. You know what I mean? We live on blocks and neighborhoods and we see people come and go, but nothing harms us. He said, I will fear no evil, for thou art with me. And we walk down these same streets, these same alleys, but we fear no evil. Why? Because Yah is with us. The people could see that glow coming off of us. So they leave us alone. It says here, thy rod and thy staff, they comfort me, right? Thy rod and thy staff, they comfort me. Why? Because the shepherd, he walks with a rod and with a staff, right? And what does a shepherd do? The job of the shepherd is not to, per se, rough up the sheep, but what they do, they guide you. So when one is wandering off, the hook of the shepherd, he uses it to bring it back into the fold, to make them come back in line. So that's what the Most High God do. His rod and his shepherd is his laws and his commandments that he gives us to help to guide us. You understand what I'm saying? To help to lead us in the right path. So that's what comforted David, the word of God, the commandments of God. Remember, as a king, you have to read out or write out of the book of the Lord daily. The Lord, verse 5, thou prepares a table before me in the presence of my enemies. Man, even in the presence of his enemies, the Most High God prepared a table for him. He went down, David went down to the Philistines, and the Philistines took him in. And he been beating up on Philistines and doing all types of things. He was the captain of the host of Saul's army. And the Philistines prepared a table or made him dwell with him, right? Which they were his enemies. And he was able to eat in comfort amongst his enemies. Thou hast anointed my head with oil, my cup runneth over. He was speaking about the time that Shemuel came up there and came looking for him to anoint him. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life. Right? This is David with a wishful thought, but David had some calamity in his life. Lost some children, and a lot of things went haywire because of his own action. And I shall dwell in the house of Jehovah forever. David's plan was to build a house for God. But the Most High God nixed that and said, let your son Solomon build it. So David was a man after God's own heart, and God blessed him for his zeal and what he went after. God loved King David because of the way he pursued the Most High God. So with that, I thank everyone for tuning in tonight. I'm a bit tired, but I wanted to come out and be with you guys tonight. For everyone that's here in NC, shout out to you. Anyone that's here in NC, we're going to have a great time tomorrow. All of you be blessed. Have a blessed night. Have a blessed morning. And hopefully, I'm going to try to come out in the morning again and go through some Torah with y'all, just in case I can't get anything done with the people out here, all right? So shalom, shalom, everyone. Have a blessed night. Lala told me the Most High God bless you all. Shabbat shalom.